Hello, everybody. Looks like we are live. I need to figure out a way to more smoothly transition into the beginning of this. But so what I'm doing here is I have a mod which will take my meteoric iron and it'll allow me to put it in the cementation furnace to make it into steel. And this is something normally you can't do, but it seems natural with the progression of the game. It is iron. Why couldn't you work it just like you can other iron? It does give some really cool stuff here. So, for example, if you look at the felks that you can make with it, if you look for the meteoric iron is there. Where is the steel one? Steel felks. So this one here has 5.5, and I believe the steel one only has 5.3. Oh, that's a golden one. Oh, we should see how if you can make that. So if you go to the steel Felks, yeah, it's only 5.3. And it is same attack range, 2.5 attack tier 5. So it does give you, and it gives you a heck of a lot more durability. I think it looks really awesome as well. So in order to do this, though, you need to have a steel anvil. And I've been working with an iron anvil because it does allow me to work regular steel and all that. But now that I have this mod, it's making me have to have a steel one, which I think is also a good trade-off, that you have to spend something a little expensive to get that it's not just a OP or anything like that. So what I'm going to try to do here is I want to make the base first. So let's look for the anvil base. Okay. And then we have to go grab our hammer. And I have a mod called Napster, which I don't have to sit here and individually move all these little voxel pieces all into place. I've made thousands of tools and weapons and everything else with it, so I've done this a lot. It's just so nice. I know there's a way too. I've seen a YouTuber who does it at 4 voxels at a time, so when he swings that, it goes pretty darn quick. So let's keep on working this before it gets too cool. We still have a little bit of time. I don't know if when you add hotter ingots to it, it actually heats up the whole piece or what. I want to say this is going to take 10 pieces in all. Is this steel? Yeah, let's put these steel. Let's put that on there, heat that up. Let's put another 2 ingots on there. And it might be overkill, but I don't know. Maybe I need more. I forget what it requires to make an anvil. So this is our smithing. I know there's going to be some new mechanics in the game with smithing where you're going to have to use proportional amounts of fuel to heat up your stuff. It's going to require bellows to get it up to a certain temperature. It is going to be a little bit different, but I think that's great. I think it allows you to stay fresh. And okay, so it should give me all these pieces now. Whether or not I can put those back in there, we'll see. I do have a lot of steel pieces, so I could technically just heat those up. Interesting. Do I do that? You know what? I'm going to start working on the top. Why don't we do this while the pieces are hot? So let's get the anvil top. And we're going to grab these 2. I think I'm going to need about 3. I'm going to get 4 more just to be safe. And throw those on with a little bit of that. I was using black coal. So let's throw some black coal on there to keep that hot. And now we can start working this other piece. I am going to have to run upstairs to grab some borax. I want to say it's about 5 or 10 pieces of powdered borax you're going to need to weld this together. You'll need to heat the top and the bottom and then smash on it. If you've ever done it, it's kind of fun. You know, I wonder if I could add these pieces on here. Won't let me? No, I don't think it's hot enough. I think if it was, it would let me do it. So when you do this, though, you do have to hit on a part that is not like a space. Oh, you know what? I need more. That's what it is. You know what? For the heck of it, let's try to get some steel bits. Just in case we need more, we'll have it heated up and ready, and then that way I don't have to waste a whole ingot. This is the Smith Plus mod. I think I said it a couple times, where it allows you to take the pieces. When you work them, normally they would just fall away and be wasted, but here it lets you recover those, and then you could repair your tools with it, repair your weapons. Okay. Okay. So we're probably going to use all these ingots and maybe some of these pieces. Looks like if I had to judge, at least another 2 ingots. I think I made a batch of steel. I'm almost using it all in this anvil. I used the rest of it to repair my armor. You know, I'm going to hold off on this. I'm going to see how many pieces are left. I want to see if I could use this here. Let's get it heated up as hot as we can. You know, we could take out half of it now. That's more than an ingot, actually. Oh. Darn you. No, it doesn't look like it lets you put those on there. So I will have to use the 2 ingots and just take the pieces and use them for something else later. Okay. Well, lesson learned, right? That's interesting. So I might even need one more ingot. My goodness. Let's try it again. Nope. 33. Oh, it is letting me put it on there. Okay, hold on. It's weird. It's doing it like only a couple at a time. But hey, we'll take it, right? As long as we don't have to use that extra ingot. You would think that you can, like, stack up the whole mess of it. Well, everything can't be easy, I guess, right? That's why we like this game, is it does make us work at it. I just want to get it before it cools. I'm just doing it bit by bit. Alright, well, we only need a couple more left. One more, and I think it's it. Fantastic. Okay. So now we have our... Oh, that's weird. Why is it doing that? Whoa. That's weird. You know what? Let's try it now the way it is then, I guess. Let's get some borax. Did me putting those bits on it do something weird to it and now it's not going to work? Oh, that would be a bummer, right? Okay, let's bring some borax down there. Getting too excited, I can't even go over that. Okay. You know, guys, I don't think that is done. Bottom half cold, too cold to weld. Reheat this part in the forge. Okay. Let's do it in the forge like this, I guess. Let's see what happens. That is strange as can be. That one does it too. And that one I didn't use the bits on. I've never seen this bug. The other ones fit right in if I wasn't mistaken. Whoa. Where's he coming from? What? There's a dude in there. How the heck? Oh my goodness. Wow. That kind of scared me a little bit, actually. I haven't had something generate in a house in like forever. That scared the crap out of me. All right, here's the base. We're going to put that down. We are going to take borax, right? Put it on there. And now we're going to grab the top. We're going to put that on there. And we have to not cold forge it. I forget the name of it, but once it's completely done, a couple more hits here, and we have a steel anvil. Nice. Okay, well, so now we have a tin bronze one and we have a steel one. I say we take the tin bronze one and we break it up into pieces. Oh. I think you got to break it this way. That's funny that you hit it with the hammer and it doesn't break, but okay. Well, let's put these steel bits back where they belong. There's actually some in here I can grab. I can technically make something with this right now. My axe is going down, so why don't we make an axe while we're at it? Where's the axe? That's the Felks. There's the axe. Okay. We are going to make a pickaxe with the rest of this stuff. Ding, 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 ding. I do need to find how to go into the config file and just change it by 4 voxels. It's so nice when I watch that person use it and they do like 4 swings and the whole thing's done. Maybe I should leave it at this because I am using something where I don't have to move it around, but it does save a lot on my wrist, that's for sure. And why don't we make a second one with the rest of it? Hey, it's heated up. Why not? Why not do it? It doesn't take too long to make it. Although I'm not going to put a stick on it. I think I'm just going to put it in the chest because I have so many tools laying around right now. So that's another game mechanic that's changing in 1.2.2. You're going to have to quench your stuff. No more crafting it hot. That was always a nice little cheat. That you didn't have to quench it. I don't even have something down here to quench things anymore because you pretty much build it with it or you put it away. Alright, here are my steel bits. And I think I'm going to put these up here. They're glowing hot. I wonder if that's going to be another thing too, where you can't put them in the chest, like they'll start it on fire. You would think that that would do that, right? Like by me putting this in here right now, it's going to start it on fire, but it doesn't. Man, I got a lot of meteoric iron too. I should make another set of cool armor. All right, let's, we said that we were going to take, that's right, let's get a chisel and see if we can break this anvil down. Yeah, we can. Oh, look at that. 8. Oh, it does it right in, not even in bits, too. It does it in ingots. That is cool. So I think we lose an ingot in that process, but it's well worth it. Tin bronze ingot, tin bronze ingots. Cool. So we got a bunch of ingots now, tin bronze. I'm liking that. Now we need to bust up this one. We will put it where we had it, the other one before. Put that there. And we're going to put our new steel one over there. Alrighty. Look at that, baby. My steel anvil. Oh, I don't like it crooked. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. Alright. So we can put our hammer away. Always got to put our tools away. If I don't, I'll be running around. I'm like that in real life too. Everything has a place. Now let's look at this guy. I wonder why he popped up. Because I don't have surface. I wonder if he'll just despawn. I don't want this stupid thing. And it's so crazy that I heard that. So let's see what the rift activity is. I mean, it's medium. Again, it's just really strange. I got a light there. I've got lights here. You know, I did take a light out over there before. Maybe I need to put that back. But you would think there's tons of light. It is a little dark in that corner. And they could be spawning a lot when I'm not here and just despawning. I'm not down here all the time. All right, let's go put our borax away. We have borax put away. So when I want to make leather, let's check on some of that. By the way, we have our soaked hides are done. That's a good deal. Let's scrape it. I think I have more here. That's my more. Okay. So this is strong. So I need to get some weak tannin made. I only have 6 liters there. These ones are very close. I bet you if we just wait a couple more hours. So why don't we work on making a batch of some strong tannin. Oh, I think that one's still full of lime. So let's go make, which one are we going to put it in? That one? Yeah, let's see if we can get, if we can stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're going to take out of our thing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes 5 oak logs to be soaked for 24 hours before it can be made into weak tannin. Then when you put 5 more logs in and seal it for another 24 hours. So we do have some weak tannin here. Do we have any hides we can put in there? I bet you it's going to be like 1 or maybe 2. There's not a lot of tannin. Tannin in there. All right, we leak 28 strong. All right, turns into 1. If I put an extra 1, it goes over. So might as well just do the 1 and not throw our stuff around. $24 scraped those hides. Maybe I should make another weak tannin here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is strong. This is weak. This is nothing. And this is weak. Why don't we do 3 of them and we'll make 1. into a strong. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 oak logs. Oh, don't want to put an oak. Ah, darn it. I do this all the time. It's so frustrating. Go to shut the door. Okay, we're going to put half of that in there and seal it. We are going to put half of that in there and seal it. And these ones are going to be popping soon. All right. So we go down into here. And look at our steel anvil again. Tier 4 steel anvil. Can't get any higher than that. Well, you can make the meteoric steel iron as well. Or anvil. Maybe I'll make that one and put it out here. So I was going to mess with the ceiling here and make it better and make a better floor and all that, but I'm really waiting for the new update to make any changes to this room because I may have to change how the windmills are. Right now I have two that are really close. According to the game, they can't be within like 1.5 blocks of the amount of sails. So if you have it maxed out at 5, I believe it's something like 15 blocks apart that you have to be. It kind of stinks that they're doing that, but I guess they don't want people to really over OP the windmills. They're also making the gears, so if you do them too many times, they're gonna smoke, and then eventually they're gonna start on fire. So that's not good. Okay, let's fill up our belly. What else were we gonna do? It is daytime. So let's go check on the animals. I think some of them are still milkable. I also have some cows that are floating around here that I'm going to capture at some time. I think one of them is still milkable. Let's see. I really, honestly, I do want to get rid of these soon because they just don't sit still. Oh, this one made a liar out of me. Oh, wait. Yeah, see? Oh. All right. I mean, once you get them, they usually milk, but you gotta chase them down. Okay, let's put that away. We've got curdled milk we're gonna have to make into cottage cheese. I gotta get those bones out of there, but I did have to get rid of a lot of these pigs. They were just getting out of control. Oh, she's gonna butt me. No. No milk. No milk. No milk. There's the male. All right, let's get away from him. He looks like he's ready to start something. I had to kill one of these. They got out, and I didn't feel like bringing them back, and I didn't need 2 males anyway, so... See this? You gotta, like, figure out. Okay, and that's generation 4. You think they would stop bouncing so much? Maybe it's just their nature to bounce around? Okay, 50 liters of milk. And what's in the bucket? I got milk there. Let's drink that up. Okay. Make sure our dairy is good. And this one here, we got to put some salt in there. Not in that one, but this one. I don't know why I changed around. It used to be on the other side. Now every time I go for the salt, I grab this. Alright, let's make this into cottage cheese. We'll have more cheese. This one technically is ready to go. Do I have pickled veggies here? I don't. I am making a new batch. Let's run downstairs. What is that over there? Is that my crate? My gosh, I thought I saw, like, every once in a while I get a bear or a wolf in camp. and you'll come out and you'll see them. I had them right in my chicken coop until I put a roof over it. All right, we said, oh wait, I don't want to come down here. I do want to link these two up at some point, my house and that, because I have most of the other buildings linked up from underneath. It'll just make it easier that I don't have to run over here every time I want to get in the basement. The only problem is that I don't want to make another door through here because it might affect how the basement is working. Now, I did have some pickled vegetables that were spoiling. Let's see, are they still good? Where are they? Uh-oh, maybe they're in rot already. Oh, okay. We can get a little bit out of that. Anything ready to go here? Ooh, I got some rot there. These are fresh for 28 days. Oh. Alright, I'll eat it when I got it. These are still good. These are good for quite a while, although I do need to make some 1.8. Oh, this is 8% spoiled. I need to make some stuff out of cabbage, guys. Yeah, we can't have that spoil. That's good stuff. That's way too important. Maybe we'll make some charred cabbage pies, and that'll make it last. Let's see. I think it does hold over the spoilage. Oh, darn it. You know, I got so much food, too, so this is so terrible when you gotta waste stuff. What if I make cabbage stew and put them in a crock pot? Let's see how long that lasts. No, I don't want a bucket. I need to move these things. They're always in the way. Okay. So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Six servings of hefty stew. I think 4 should be enough here. We'll get that one going. We'll see what it comes out to. Let's get these veggies into the pot here, the barrel, so we can start making some curdled milk, which will lead to cottage cheese. Okay, we're cool on that. Man, we got so much cheese too. I like making the cheese out of it. It just makes it last forever. It is easier just to make it and drink it. So once I get the cows, maybe I'll get some steady flow. I didn't like this. I think I'm just going to make stew, because when you make it the other way, it's just too much satiation. My hopes are is that I make this and I can put it in crock pots and seal it. Oh man, that's 3.7 years. Let's bring that downstairs. I mean, look at all these pies I've got. I've got so many pies on here. What kind is this? Pumpkin pie. Let's see how long that lasts. 66 days. Does it change when I shut this door? You know, I swear that I put still the same thing. It's weird. It's almost like it sees this whole thing down here as a basement. Because even when I put hay in the door, which is what I always did for a basement, it still doesn't seem to... still doesn't seem to make a difference. Alright, let's light... I should have lit that on fire too. Okay, so if we have 6 and these hold 4, we need 3 of them. because they only hold 4 per piece. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Maybe if we seal them, they'll last a while. Well, it says perishable, but it doesn't say. So let's get it in here before it becomes a perishable thing, maybe? Okay. Do I have wax in here? I do. Let's grab that. And maybe those other pieces I'll just eat raw the way they are. I don't think you can give them to animals. I don't think they eat cabbage. I do love cabbage in real life. I know some friends who were Polish their mothers used to make the pigs in the blanket, which is like beef rolled in cabbage, maybe even rice in there. And you roll it up with some seasonings. It's sometimes, I don't want to say spicy, but like a little bit of spice added to it. Is this one going to cook without me? I think it will. This'll settle down. If you ever notice that, you see this missing and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to put another piece of wood on there to make it finish cooking. Remember, it only needs this temperature. So as long as this is still showing over that temperature, you're still good. See how there's nothing in there and it's not even, yeah. Now in the past, I would have thrown something on there and ended up wasting the wood, although I am flush with wood. Okay, I guess I got 1 extra 2 helpings here. Let's seal. Let's see. Oh, wait, it says 2 servings. Hold on. Okay. So each do have 4. I was right. I was wondering why my math wasn't adding up. Well, that stinks. It doesn't stack, I guess. I mean, it's the same stuff. You'd think you would be able to stack the same type of food. I noticed that with Crocs too, even when they're not full, that you can't stack those. That's another thing maybe that they changed. Because look I got all these Crocs here. I did make the boathouse, and I do have intentions to make some other, I guess you would call it like a hunting cabin somewhere on the east side over here. Let's take a bite of this scrambled eggs while we're up here. Okay, let's go put these in the basement. Now normally they don't show their perish rate until it's cooled down. Hopefully we get some kind of, well, let's see. I mean, it doesn't give me anything yet. You know what? We'll come back to this. I'm going to leave it here for a little while. Let it do its thing and cool down. Well, that's crazy. It went down to 54 days. We were just in here. Hold on. Let me shut the door. 54.2. Did that go down, or was it just me? I feel like it was like 64 days just a little while ago. Oh, it's going up. That's strange. The longer you hold the door or something closed? Well, that is strange. Okay. It's still a heck of a lot of days. I mean, we have 9-day months, so that's like 4 months or 5 months that I don't have to worry about it. What's in there? Got something that rotted. This is my honey. Ooh, maybe I should make mead. I do have some honey out there I have to harvest. Got some room for the new cheese I'm making. There's my Pyrax. These are double shelved. I should remove those and put these in there, but they were like that because I want to be able to put both crocks and things. These are just made for cheese and bread. Look at that, 26 years on that cheese. If anything, I'll be able to survive on that grain and cheese alone. My stomach might not like it, but it will work. Alright, cool. So, let's go check on our meteoric steel that we put in the cementation furnace and see if it needs more fuel. You know, I just learned how to use some of the CP chisel stuff, and I discovered that you can, as long as you have these stone paths in your inventory, that you could take any chiseled block and you could make it into a path. So I'll show you the path I did. But it's 14% complete. Maybe we'll top it off. Yeah, it's going to need some soon. I should bring out like a whole stack of it. And put it in my storage depot there. I thought I had something sitting in there. That was strange. Alright, let's take out a whole stack. 64 pieces. It'll take 32 to fill that. If I'm not mistaken, it takes like 3 to 4 refills to get it done. I like at night when this is glowing right out the back. It looks really cool. Okay, let's put the rest in here. Get over there, slippery charcoal. I know you'll stack to the ceiling because I've done it before. Stop it. Okay. Oh. That just wants to come forward, doesn't it? I wonder if I stand here, it'll not do it. No, it still does it. Okay, let's stand a little more forward. Man, it's still, like, you'd think you'd be able to cheat it by doing that. The only way is to have a block, and when I do that, well, I got it to work. Okay. So we topped that off. We've got the meteoric steel in there. It's going to take, it's 15%. Yeah, we'll be working on that in a few days. But here, let me show you what I did. So over here, I had, oh, I thought I left the door open. I had stone paths. And I took them out and made this. I think the wood looks a lot nicer than what I had before. I don't know if I'm crazy about this, though. Might, I don't know, maybe I need to put like some railings over here. Is that what I need? A couple railings, like if I put a couple fence, it'll join to that. How will that look? It just doesn't feel like, since I took the stone away, maybe it just looks different. But I like the way these quarter logs look down as paths. I might use this as a path idea more, but I love how it goes super fast. And then what I did was over here, because I think those stone paths, I mean, they're great. They serve a purpose, right? But I made that into a stone path as well. Took the stairs away that were the stone path that looks like this, the stone and dirt that we put together and make paths out of. So I think I'll use this on my long paths that I use, like this one going back to my boathouse. You know, why don't I take it right now and we'll check out the trader, see what they've got. Anything going on over there? Turkeys. I need to get rid of some of these logs like that over there, because I see that and I think there's a bear over here. So I'm going to get rid of it now. I'm sick of coming over here and seeing that. There's a couple more along the way. The corner of my eye won't catch that and think, oh gosh, because I've been attacked by bears more times than I can count over here. I'll just be sitting there talking to the trader. All right, what does he have? You know what? I'll take you. I'll take a rusty or temporal gear. How many does he have? Okay, he's out. Usually they just sell one. Can't go buy like a dozen of them. All right, let's go back down our path. If we see any more of those dumb logs, we'll get rid of them. I think there's a couple up here that always distract me. All right, let's see what our building guy's got. What do you got, Sasha? More wallpaper. Okay, in 2 days. I've seen this stuff before. The plaster. Oh, you know what? How many does he have? What does he got? One left. Let's take it. I've been buying these up. I've been buying those up little by little. I've got a plan. I want to use them in my apiary. Apiary. Not apiary. That's for sure. This game has you saying words you don't say every day. I think there's a log over here that just puts off. Yeah, here's a maple log. Right? It's just a log. It's not part of the tree. Oh, it was a tree. That's all right. Ah, here's my resin log. It's just one log that is sitting there, and it produces resin. So, hey. Little new additions to the boathouse is I put a chandelier out here. It's way brighter, and I think it fits the mood better with some burning stuff. Put the brazier down here. Fire brazier, and put a chain with a rope. I don't know if I like it here because I feel like it blocks that, but I mean it makes sense, right? Like if you want to take big crates and things off of boats, you would use one of these. I was thinking about making like a swing arm because that's what they would use. Have like a swing arm with a chain on there and have it off of there. So that's a project idea. I did put some frames around my windows. I think I showed that in a previous video. And she's due for a little voyage. We need to go out soon. I like that underneath there. I have that light down there. So another project down here is to probably move some of this dirt and to make, even though it looks nice, like hidden in the woods, I think it would look a lot nicer if I made some kind of break wall here. Yeah. Well, it was a bust at the traders. They didn't have anything interesting that I needed. So we are going to cruise on down the road. Yep, there's that other log that catches my eye. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this dirt and put it over here. Fill this up. It might not fill because it is, yeah, no, I thought it had a flower in there. You can't fill things over flowers. All right. This road was one of the best things I did. I see some of the other guys who play and ladies who play, they create these long paths. It really does make it easier. Project I'll probably do in one of my next videos or two is I want to come up with I've got literally about 100 torch holders, so maybe like every, I don't know, what is it, 15 or so, I'll do 15. I'll do torches. I can't remember what their block radius is. We'll check it out in a second, but I want to make those extended out. Alright, let's go put away our pillars. Here we go. We're up to 55 now. And I have a blueprint now that'll let me take this chalk and make it into it as well. So I can make a ton more. So maybe I didn't need to buy it, but hey, I still think it's worth it. And while I'm at it, why don't I use that temporal gear to charge up my base return teleporter. That way I've got that locked and loaded. We can put those away. Oh, that's an oak. These are maple. We'll make some firewood out of that. How's that sound? I need to put these bricks away, some salt away. I've got a piece of resin I just grabbed. I do have some soybean pie I can eat, although I have quite a bit of food in there. What's going on? Sometimes, it scares me because I talked about the bear and it was sniffing around his door once before. Oh, you're hungry. Okay, dude. I hear you, man. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it takes 12. He does get nippy. I could hook a chest up here and a chute, and it'll just keep on auto feeding him. And I might do that. I might do that soon. That way I don't have to keep on feeding him. Although I don't know if you got to put it above or on the side. I can't remember. So we'll try both ways on doing that. Let's go put our oak logs in here and add to our collection. There's only 18 left in this one. We are going to make firewood out of this guy. And yes, it's the guy because he's got wood. Okay. Oh, is there something out there? I gotta put some gates up around this place. Alright, let's eat the rest of our eggs. The chickens were really good to us. I went out there after feeding them, and I think there was like 15 eggs. So they're up to generation 9 and 10. I have to look. I don't recall if the generations produce more eggs, or maybe they're calmer and they do. I'm not sure, but well, we are going to put our firewood here. So for our next meal, we can use that. And I want to go down and see if that cabbage is going to spoil. I'm just curious about that. So it's interesting that it says 0% spoiled, but it doesn't give me a time it's going to expire. Hey, as long as it's not spoiled. Maybe it's on that spoil countdown clock. And the more I keep it down there, the more it keeps it frozen at that. That could be it. I could hope for it. Because cabbage is pretty awesome to have, and I'd hate to waste it. Wow, just looking out that window right now, for some reason, just put me like in a Christmassy mood. It's just like when you were a kid and you're looking out the window and you're thinking about Santa coming and it's snowing. At least where I live, it snows at winter time or around Christmas time. Yeah, I think I need to take this off. I don't know if I like this display case here. I think it deserves another knick-knack, maybe even that gear. I think I'm going to do it right now. I don't know if it's that interesting to keep those down there or not. We'll figure out another place to put that. I've got the silver gear. It just seems like a waste to keep in a crate somewhere because it looks really awesome. I want to say I got this from the Calyx. Yeah, see that goes with that, right? That it would go. I don't know if it looks right there, but I think it looks better than what we had before. Some noble amulet, which I believe I have many of. That's the other thing I wanted to do, is make a couple more of these necklace holders. But for now, man, look at that. You know what I'm going to do? I've got way too many of these. I'm going to break these down. You can break them down with, not all the jewelry, but some of it you can make it. I've got one of these hanging. These things are so common. This thing, I don't think it breaks into anything. So let's put that there. I keep on getting these. I don't know. Next time I see them, I just got to leave it. What do I want with 3 of those? I don't know what the heck I would do with that many. Alright, so we're going to go down and make that into bronze pieces. And we'll put it away. Oh, you know what's another cool thing now that I hear my footsteps out in the snow is the bears and wolves will have footsteps. So now you'll hear them when they're sneaking around the corner. How many times have you just been sitting there minding your own business and then you get mauled by a bear out of nowhere? All right, 10, 20, that's an ingot and a half. All right. I want to make something out of tin. I don't think I've made lamellar. Maybe I'll do that. I do have quite a bit of this tin bronze. I have this broken... Oh, this is a broken silver axe head. What? Silver? Really? Did I have a silver axe? I don't remember having a silver axe. I don't know if it's worth it for me to put silver into it. Oh well. Okay. So we got rid of those amulets. I took that one out and made it into it. Should I put a display case with something here? Kind of like the candles there. So for now, I'm going to put it... It actually does... you know what? Is that a broken one? No, it's a real good one. Alright. We are going to put this upstairs with my other stuff. I see the allure sometimes when people build their houses all and everything under one roof. It does make it easy that you don't have to run all over. The reason why I like doing this is I like to have different building styles. I want to have different ideas. Oh, this one's a broken one. You know what? If this one's a busted one, I don't even want it. I just want to get rid of it. And we'll find somewhere to put these crystals. I think they'll go under this table. We'll see. Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, they go under there. Okay. Yeah, why don't we get rid of this? I'll just go over here and throw it. I won't be walking over here. It'll just spawn. Despawn. I always make that into like one big long word. Despawn. Like that skit on Keenan and Peele where he's calling out the kids by their funny names. Is there a despawn? Okay. Alright, well, I think you've had enough boring time of me running around. You know, it's nice to see some of the other mechanics of the game, to see how else you do it other than you just exploring and going out and finding ruins. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the game, and there's a lot of stuff you can create for yourself in the game. So for now, we are going to end this stream with me and my cabbage, which I'm going to try to eat before it spoils. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great day. Make sure you spend time with your friends, family, your pets, all your loved ones. Those are important things in life. So take care. And